Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Makes a move. Creates a little space. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Aggies offense will go to work first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically.
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Might as well stick with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. The 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll start this drive firing. He's taking the shot. It's caught. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. First and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stoneburner. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone, first and 10 from the 19. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's second and goal from the 7. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. From the gun, looking for a man. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. They'll throw on third and short. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, first down here. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right. Oh, he got loose. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. With the catch, it's Jones.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Fires to the right. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Stoneburner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really...
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Picked up a few extra... That return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the running back. Trying to take it back. Lowers those pads. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And now on second down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football.
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Aggies. And they turn it into a defensive score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he tacks on the extra point.
24, Georgia Tech, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
And the Aggies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Balkinson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught close to the marker, it's Allen. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the option. Makes his man miss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Finds his man. It's Jones. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without score. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try.
Number 19 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain. They'll mark it at the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he can play another 4 quarters.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fitted in the window for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good, solid tackle. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Alabama has the lead right now, but this tied crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by a field.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Flips it out to the back. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That is how you step up for a defense right there. Force the turnover. Let's not make this thing get close, right? I got a 2-possession lead. I get the ball back with, close to 3 minutes remaining. I'm sitting in a great spot. Offense, go get me some first downs.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Turning it on. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.